Hello everyone, it's Bella, the founder of the Embody Wellness Institute, and today I would like to talk to you guys about inner work. Inner work, this thing we call inner work. What it is, what it's for, and how to do it correctly, as well as how to do it incorrectly. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of bullshit out there that is not only keeping you stuck in kind of the same traumas and negative emotions that you start with, but sometimes it actually exacerbates the problem, making it worse. So a lot of the inner work and also therapy, revolves around connecting to negative emotions, understanding their causes, which is a very, very important step. But then it stays there. It really perpetuates this, like, okay, I had a trauma as a child and I had this negative emotion, and then you keep reliving that emotion in therapy or in inner work, and you really bring up that emotion stronger and stronger. And the truth is that if you do it long enough, you're strengthening your neural connections around it. Because if you understand at the physiological level your emotions, you understand that every time you have a negative quote unquote emotion, there are certain hormones that are released in your body, and they have a very, very specific physiological impact on your body and your mind. And so the more you relive and repeat these negative emotions associated to your trauma, the more you're solidifying that connection. So that's not the right approach. And unfortunately, that's an approach that I see used a lot. I'm a psychologist myself. I had 4 years of undergrad in psychology, and that's why I didn't continue, because I don't believe that that's the right approach. There are amazing psychologists out there, and there's amazing work being done, but I think the school of psychology needs to incorporate the body and the physiology into its work to be more effective. So what is the more, if you want to kind of brew in your past traumas and negative emotions, go ahead. There's validity to that as well. But if you want transformations, there's very specific ways to go about it. And it's the way I teach it is a conjunction of neuro-linguistic programming, which to me is the most effective way of really transforming the way we feel, the way we act, and transforming our reality, and what I call it's this line of work between personal development and spirituality, where the first thing is definitely acknowledging your feelings and sensations. And to do that, you have to be really, really attuned to not just your mind, what I'm thinking, but what I'm sensing at the body level. That fear that I have, where does it appear? How does it feel? What are the sensations? So first is that connecting to that and acknowledging that it exists. But secondly, then we attach a certain word and definition to those sensations. But in reality, what if those butterflies in my stomach are not fear, but they're actually excitement, and I've labeled them as negative? But in reality, what if that same sensation that I associate to fear could be used to propel me to go outside of my comfort zone? That's why it's really important to connect to that primal physiological state in your body, rather than in therapy a lot of times we go directly to it's the fear and it's trauma and it's related to whatever certain phobia, and then that's labeled like that and it stays like that, and it's almost impossible to transform. The second phase is really understanding that whatever you are experiencing in your body and in your mind is highly malleable. You can change it. Nothing is permanent. No trauma, no sensation, no negative, no feeling inside your body is permanently there. And you are an incredible, powerful creator. You can transform that anytime you want. It doesn't mean that we're going to ignore the trauma and leave it unnoticed and unacknowledged, but it means that we acknowledge it and then we have an opportunity to shift. Sorry. And the way to shift is there are a lot of different techniques that go along with it. There are mind techniques and body techniques. On the mind level, we have to, I'm generalizing here, but we have to retell the story. So that negative, really traumatic event that happened in the past, we have to recontextualize it. And instead of seeing it as I was a victim of this event, this event happened for me to become someone stronger or, more attuned to my needs, whatever it is, right? So you recontextualize your whole story. But then at a physiological level, there's a lot you can do as well. You can practice a lot of breathing, movement, and inner musculature exercises that in very direct ways transform your physiology, produce feel-good hormones, and shift your body chemistry into an incredibly healing and powerful state where you can heal that trauma, and then you can transform the sensations that you were feeling before into an advantage for you. So for example, fear, like I said, could be transformed into excitement about your future. Anger could be transformed into this raw energy to create something. Sometimes in these angry states, you can actually use that raw energy. Instead of hurting someone, you can actually create a work of art, or you have a lot more force during that time. So how do you take advantage of that energy? The third and final way that I would suggest for you to look at your inner work is looking at the reality around you, especially to the people around you and what they're bringing to you. And use every trigger, every kind of thing that you label as negative, to see it as a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. So if you see someone really hurting you, ask yourself, where am I hurting? Where am I being hurtful to myself? Again, you don't see the world as happening to you. You see it as happening for you, and you see other people's whatever they do to you as opportunities to look inside and change something about you. When we start looking at inner work as this superpower to really transform the world around us, by starting in the inner world and then seeing that changed vibration attract a completely different reality, then we become invincible, because you realize that nothing is happening to me. Everything is happening as an opportunity for me to take this and take the lemons and transform them into lemonade. Everything is an opportunity. You're never a victim. You don't ever have to be stuck in those things that happen to you. And if you want to learn more new ways to work with the Embody Institute, and I'm going to list a couple of them, you can do one-on-one sessions with me. You can do online courses that are fully available in 3 modules: Move Your Body, Feel Your Body, and Nourish Your Body, which are really transformational courses for you to understand how our body works and how you can transform your reality with how you eat, how you move, how you perceive yourself. Very unique content, not just my content, but content that I brought together from a lot of incredible professionals from Brazil and internationally. And there are also in-person events that we're going to be having. The next event is, I have a talk coming up tomorrow on Pleasurable Wellness. I'll share some bits and pieces of it with you shortly. And then on March 23rd, we're going to have a collaboration with Glassbox at Ironside, where we're going to bring together dance, movement, and the senses and somatic release as a way to heal. So it's a very innovative way to work with your body to release trauma, with your body to release and to transform your inner world. Come join us to learn how you can much more effectively go into states where you feel good about yourself, you feel good about the world, and you can really shift out of the states that are not beneficial to you. And trust me, I go through them on a daily basis. I have to do inner work every day, and that inner work includes outer work. They're all connected. So this morning, when I woke up feeling sad because of a certain incident that happened yesterday, I was very quick to do a meditation, followed by yoga, a quick swim in a pool, and then I was, really analyzed and wrote some things that were coming up for me. And then my mind and mood has completely transformed. I really want to help all of you out there who are struggling with this innovative approach. So please get in touch with me. Don't wait any longer. Don't stay in those states. I know it could be excruciatingly painful, and it really hinders you from living your life fully. I'm here for you. I love you, and I'm ready to work with you in one way or another. Thank you.